Melee!
Welcome back to week 8 of Camp4U.
We are Jordan, Tonia, and Charlie. We are stoked to have you back with us for another week of Camp4U.
Yeah, and you know what? We're going Tribal Melee right away here, which is going to involve some sweet and tasty treats, but not typically how you might prepare them at home, so there's going to be some twists and turns along the way.
Nice, and I heard that our friend Jodi is going to be hosting and judging Tribal Melee today, so whew, big trouble.
I thought I heard her talking about something baking-wise while I was getting the craft supplies ready. But I was getting the craft supplies ready, and so for you guys, make sure you have your paintbrushes, your paint, your pencils, your painter's tape, and we are going to show you some techniques on how to paint your cars.
Yeah, and there's so many things that you guys can make your cars out of too, whether it's a Kleenex box, an old shoe, or a soup can, or any other things that you have in your craft box or even your recycling bin. So gather some great things and come up with some creative ideas.
But before we go, we got to spin the wheel of prizes for our Camp4U crew members. So here it comes.
You're ready.
Give it a spin. Oh, we're going to turn it. Whoa.
Oh, what's it going to be?
Stop.
It's so close. It's so close. It's so close.
Vintage
t-shirt.
2 weeks in a row.
Whoa. So fun.
We're excited to give another great vintage t-shirt away to a Camp4U crew member on Friday.
Yeah, and I am excited to show all of you and both of you my baking skills in Tribal Melee. Let's go.
Tribal Melee.
Welcome everyone to Tribal Melee. I'm your host Jodi, and today we're going to be doing a cooking challenge. So I have a family recipe here that I'm going to give each of the teams, but some of it has been blacked out. So some of the ingredients, some of the measurements, and the teams are going to have to figure out what exactly they're making and what they need to make it. So they're set up behind me with their tools, and then behind them are the ingredients. They will have 35 seconds to send one member at a time to pick their ingredients. Whatever they pick, they have to use in their recipe. After the 35 seconds are up, they will have just 5 minutes to make their cookies, and then whatever is on their cookie tray at the end of 5 minutes, we will bake, and then I will do a taste testing. I'll be judging on accuracy, taste, and creativity. So let's do it. We're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go. Okay, the sugar. Flour.
Don't know what that is. I didn't look that hard.
Oh. That's all we get? That's all we get. Our 5 minutes is going. Here we go.
Oh,
we spilled
I didn't get flour. I didn't get flour.
Uh-oh. Okay.
We only...
Thoughts?
I think you crack your eggs first, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, let's put
5 minutes.
We don't have eggs.
what?
We don't have eggs.
No! 30 seconds went way so fast.
Was there eggs?
That's 3/4 cups of flour.
We're going 2 eggs.
I didn't see any flour.
Oh, at the back there.
Oh.
That's all right. We're going to keep going. We're going to have a
I think
sugar cookie. It's a sugar cookie.
Is
Look
this
at it. With
milk?
brown sugar.
Yeah. It's gonna be taste good. Who doesn't like sugar?
Yeah, this is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, so you're probably supposed to have 2 different types of sugars, but that's okay.
Do we need to like cream these first? This I think is either vanilla or soy sauce. It's soy sauce.
You know what? Let's just put it. Yeah, we'll just need a splash of soy. Just a little.
Not too much.
Oh, a little splash.
Oh, that was definitely an egg.
Yeah.
Put the whole molasses in because we got nothing else to hold it together. Or half of it.
These are now Asian sugar cookies.
Oh, Asian sugar cookies.
But you know what? I think a little bit of chocolate can make that better.
I did not see egg because it wasn't.
It was at the back.
It was in the back in a glass bowl.
I thought we'd have enough time for you to also go get it.
I was like, you know what? We have lots of time. It wasn't looking at the time. Yeah.
It says 1 each.
Okay, let's do teaspoon because that feels better for spices. I've never put a tablespoon of spices
That is
in.
about a teaspoon of
Okay.
Okay.
Mom, are you proud of me? Are you proud? Can we put the eggs in?
Do you have to beat the eggs?
No, probably not.
Yeah, throw the eggs in there.
Okay.
So salt.
Beauty. This is the awkwardest.
We're at 2:30.
Did we not get the cinnamon or did I miss you putting it in?
We're just gonna pinch the sugar, a little bit more sugar.
Is that sugar or salt?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe it shouldn't have smells nice. Pride cometh before the fall.
Would you like to taste it? No. I think the molasses will help us. It was margarine
Ooh, that's a lot
that
of
we put in.
Yeah.
I think the molasses will help though, but I think maybe we should put more brown sugar in.
Yeah.
And then do we just keep adding brown sugar?
I think to thicken it up,
To
brown
thicken it up?
sugar will be good.
Okay, here we go.
And then the piece,
Maybe not the big piece.
la
Oh,
pièce
sorry.
de résistance is the chocolate. So we'll wait for a minute on that.
I don't like that. We have a minute and 44 seconds.
Okay.
Left, so let's hurry.
Yeah, let's get the flour in because we need to scoop it.
Oh boy. Oh wait. We can measure that. Oh, can we? Oh, I don't know. I don't know how much. No.
2 cups. Oh yeah.
Let's just slowly add it in. This is what recipes do. You whisk, you add.
Yeah, maybe.
Here, do you want to scrape the sides and now?
Good job, Darian.
Yeah, go team.
Yeah. We're eggless. We're vegan. We are very supportive of the vegan movement.
Don't eat the chicken's eggs because they need them.
They need them.
Okay, I'll add a little more.
And then we're gonna have to start.
We shouldn't scoop them and roll them in sugar.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
At least they'll look.
Actually, this looks really good for maybe a little more because I'm worried they'll like.
They're not gonna rise, so we should probably just make them.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Is that good?
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what this is gonna look like because I think we just created something really good.
I think so.
And I think at this point, Jordan, we fold in the chocolate chips.
You think so?
Can you all see?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It looks like a batter.
That is a good texture right there.
Here we go. Ready?
Ready.
Pour mine.
Honestly, all of them. Throw everything in there.
Oh, 30 seconds, all of them?
Boom.
That's
Yeah, that's big.
Okay, creativity.
Like,
Huge. 15 seconds. Go. Go.
Honestly, I think we won.
all right, that's time. So we're gonna pop these in the oven in about 12 to 15 minutes of bake time, and then I will taste their creations and see what we've got, I guess. You know what? I'm feeling confident. They are vegan friendly for our friends out there who don't want to eat egg, and I think we got really good on the presentation of the sugar rolling, and I think as long as they hold together, they will be fine. That was a little extra.
You know, I feel like we got a good combination of ingredients, and my team worked together really well, holding the bowl and mixing things together. And you know what? The dough tastes good, so that usually means good things coming out the other side.
You know what? If I'm honest, it didn't go as planned, but we're going for the creativity side of it, you know? I think that's the highest scoring category. Yeah.
So what we were actually making today was my grandma's recipe of ginger snaps. So an odd but key ingredient is the vinegar because it reacts and causes the cookie to crack in its signature marker. So we're gonna go ahead, there's enough ingredients left over so I can actually make the proper cookies. So we're gonna start with 3/4 cups of margarine. Would you mind passing me that spatula, Rachel? Okay. 1 cup of white sugar.
We were pretty close there.
We got that.
Obviously not the best way to measure, but 1 egg.
We're making double batch.
Double batch here, sir.
And we're actually gonna whisk the sugar, butter, and egg together because that's usually how you start most cookies is you cream the butter and sugar.
Yeah, we did
And then
that.
the egg helps make it a little bit easier. Next, the other key ingredient is our molasses. So we need 1/4 cup of molasses. So there was a lot more here than you actually needed. No soy sauce.
Oh,
That was a trick ingredient.
I actually think that's the key ingredient.
Okay, we're gonna mix that in.
I do love the texture of molasses.
Okay, and then we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of vinegar and salt. Do I have a teaspoon measurement? You could.
We didn't use ours.
Perfect. Perfect.
What's so funny?
We measured with the heart.
Just a teaspoon. Just enough to react.
We didn't use it, but
Gonna mix that in. Okay, and then 1 teaspoon of baking soda.
We didn't use that.
And 2 teaspoons of baking powder, which I've already got measured out here. Stir that in. All right, and then we've got our spices because it is a spiced cookie. So 1 teaspoon of cloves, 1 of ginger, making it the ginger snap, and 1 of cinnamon. Stir that in again. Okay, and then it's just the flour, which usually gets added last. We're gonna add it 1/2 cup at a time. There should be 2 cups of flour.
I think I did though.
But you can also kind of gauge your cookies.
Is flour essential to cooking?
It is a pretty good binding agent, kind of gives it the consistency you're looking for. The recipe calls for 2 cups, but I like to feel the dough just to see how sticky it is as a good gauge.
Oh, really? Yeah. Ours was kind of sticky.
So you want it so that it's not sticky?
Oh.
Loose cookies.
I don't think we want to talk
I don't know if we got
Another key identifier
things right.
is that you roll it in sugar so that it cracks and has a nice sugary top.
crispy, crunchy top.
Okay, so the dough is a little bit sticky, but it's not sticking to my fingers, which means it's good, so I'm not gonna add any more flour. So now I'm gonna roll these out, put them in a little bit of sugar, and then we will pop them in the oven. So you're gonna scoop the cookie, press it, and then carefully
Did you see what you just did?
place it on your tray.
Gonna have to watch it again.
I don't even touch them. They just like flatten and
And then
Make her all in the tub.
Yes.
We are.
All right, we got our full tray of ginger snaps. We're gonna put them in the oven and get that nice crinkle.
For how long?
So we're cooking it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 to 15 minutes. I always do 12 on the timer and then check them. Depends on how soft and chewy you want them. That'll decide how long you cook them.
Where did you put yours?
I don't remember.
Doesn't look horrible.
Once I see them, because we had the shape.
Unless they have no shape.
I know, but if there is no shape in this one, that was the heart. So that's ours. Intro.
It folded over.
They could be a nice crisp treat to eat with your hot chocolate on a cold winter's day. Or you can crumble it and put it on your ice cream. It makes a delicious topping.
You know, I'm pleased with the outcome. Wish we missed the sugary top, but I'm happy with the crackle, and I'm looking forward to giving it a dunk in my coffee.
All right, welcome back. As you can see, I've got my ginger snaps here as an example of what we were going for. We're now gonna have each team present their cookie, explain what they did, what they maybe changed, and we're gonna get right into the judging. Again, we are judging based on accuracy, taste, and creativity. So, first up is the bearded ladies.
All right. Here are our cookies.
All right.
We have prepared for you today a gluten-free double chocolate Asian brittle.
Okay.
Yeah, we saw the recipe and we're like, maybe a couple tweaks here and there is kind of the way we went.
Good luck.
The way it had to be, I think.
Very interesting. It looks like you swapped some ingredients out. We're gonna go here, break a little bit off. It does have a bit of a
Good crunch.
and it has a chewy texture. Not sure what that's coming from. We will find out. Definitely a chewy cookie. Getting a lot of chocolate flavor. There's cocoa and sugar are the two primary flavors I'm getting.
And the two primary ingredients, so that worked out really good for us.
Yep, definitely a lot of sugar, which is probably why it is so crispy. If sugar is your main ingredient, it will probably burn in the oven. So, all right, thank you, Bearded Lady, for your cookie.
Thank you, Chef.
All right, up next we have Up the Creek Without a Paddle. Let's see what they've made.
Well, today, Chef, we're actually up a creek with a paddle.
Oh!
So this is our vegan our vegan cookie, and it has like a nice rolled sugar, which gave it a nice kind of like bubble texture.
The hope was this, but the plan, the crisp of the sugar, and it kind of
We
went
took
into
a
the cookie.
creative flair.
And we just wanted
right.
to be mindful of people who couldn't eat eggs.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
people have egg allergies.
I'm gonna go ahead and break off the end of your paddle here. Again, another very chewy, sticky, not quite as crispy as the last
This is
cookie.
definitely a brittley.
It's like a good topper for your ice cream. Dunker.
Yeah.
It tastes, and it has the texture a bit of a caramel, like a baked crisp caramel.
Not a bad thing.
Not a lot of strong flavor. The molasses is coming through. So it's a little bit bitter in that regard, but yeah. Altogether, not a bad cookie. Thank you, team. Let's see what the last cookie is, shall we? All right, finally we've got the caffeinated cowbells. Let's get them in here.
Hi, Jodi.
Hello, what have you made today?
Your cookies are beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, we just wanted you to know that that's what we
All
think.
right, all right.
Okay.
Flattery is not unnoticed.
We have made a cinnamon crackle cookie.
Okay, I'm sensing
yes.
a theme here.
Yes, and yeah, I think we feel like this is a little bit of a gift to you.
All right, well, if you would.
Yes.
Okay, so very nice. You can see they've managed to get a crinkle in their cookie.
That's a heart, our love for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it go
It's
this way?
this way. That's
This
like a little,
okay.
It's the heart.
The heart?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they've got the crinkle. I can feel there's a softness. Very nice softness. You can see it's gonna be chewy inside. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a little piece. All right, that is actually a very good blend of flavors. Nothing is necessarily standing out, which is not a bad thing. A little bit, now there's a bit of an aftertaste of the molasses. Yep, that's definitely a string
We were
flavor.
generous in the molasses. We were
So-
like, that is
too light.
No.
It is a
Yeah.
key ingredient of the ginger snap, but maybe a little bit too much. So, yes, thank you
Yes.
for your cookie. Very well done.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks, well done, guys.
So we've got their cookies once again in front of me. Bearded Ladies, Up the Creek Without a Paddle, and the Campy Cowbells. First, we're going to talk about taste. They all had kind of a distinguishing flavor. Two of them, Campy Cowbells, Up the Creek Without a Paddle, was the molasses coming through. Typically you want to hide that, so I think they might have used a little bit too much. So taste is actually going to go to the Bearded Ladies. It was not the correct taste, but it was a very good, heavy on the sugar, but all in all they get that one. And then next I'm going to have to give it to Campy Cowbells for the next taste. Their molasses one's not quite as strong. Next we have creativity. All of them kind of went off rogue. Definitely none of them were going for a ginger snap. So we've got the chocolates, supreme, I'm not sure, I heard there was soy sauce going into one. Looking out for our vegan friends, and then just completely a cinnamon cookie. Yeah, so creativity, I'm actually gonna give it to Up the Creek Without a Paddle because they committed to their design. Not sure if it was what they started out planning with, but liked it overall in the end. And then Bearded Ladies are definitely also gonna get that. They committed to their ingredients, so points for that. Accuracy, this one is very easy. We can look at our example here, what we were supposed to go for. Clearly, Campy Cowbells came the closest. They've got that nice crinkle, the nice cookie shape. If they had put sugar on top, they would have been right up there. The flavor is also the most similar, so they get points for that. Next up, it's a little hard. We're gonna go Up the Creek Without a Paddle is gonna get this one. They were more in line, and then Bearded Ladies, just chocolate was not right at all. So they've actually all taken their own category. We've got even scores across the board, so we're gonna go a little rogue here. I'm gonna do one more final taste test and then just do a general overall thoughts and impressions on the cookie. Again, still lots of cocoa. Definitely a brittle, not a cookie. All right. I think we've got our winners. Let's bring the teams back in and let them know where they've placed. All right, we've got the teams back here. I'm just gonna let them know some of my general thoughts of their cookies, and then we're gonna go ahead and reveal the scores. So first up, Bearded Ladies definitely went the most rogue from the recipe. I heard there was some soy sauce flavoring. But all in all, it did turn out well. You guys actually scored the highest in taste, so well done. Next up the Creek Without a Paddle. I'm not sure that I would call it a cookie, definitely a brittle, which was how they presented it. Yeah, strong molasses flavor, but high in creativity, which is also the category you took. So well done, Up the Creek Without a Paddle. Finally, we've got the Caffeinated Cowbells. That was the most, generic flavor, but also the closest to what we were going for. Still a bit strong on molasses, would have liked a little less of that, but as you can clearly see, definitely the most actual cookie-like and more of the cookie we're going for. So you guys took the accuracy category, so well done. So with all three teams evenly across the board, we just went for first impressions. So again, just what my thoughts were breaking the cookie, eating it, overall enjoyment factor. So in third place, we have Up the Creek Without a Paddle. So a very chewy, crispy, brittle, but well done. In first place, so we're gonna just jump right there, we have the Caffeinated Campy Cowbell.
Good job, guys.
This is a cookie I would enjoy. It had a nice soft, chewy texture, would go good with a glass of milk. Definitely it was missing the ginger snap, but overall the actual cookie and flavor were just well done. Well done also to the Bearded Ladies coming in second place, so well done everyone. All right, we're gonna head over to the fort now. They're gonna update the Tribal Melee scores, so we'll see you there.
Wow, that was so much fun. I just watched cooking shows on TV and I never realized how actually intense they were. It was so much fun. But after the results from Jodi gave us, we gotta update Tribal Melee scores. Here we go. All right, these are the updated Tribal Melee scores. We're getting near the end, so these are so important. Stay tuned to find out who's gonna win.
Craft time.
Welcome to Crafts. We are so excited. Today we are working on something that we're going to use for Tribal Melee later, and that's actually all I know about it. All I know is that we have got some derby cars that have been pre-cut and like sand super smooth. And so, yeah, he's the woodworking master around here.
You guys designed them and then I cut them.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah,
I want
so
to put that out there in case they start blaming me that the cars aren't working or anything. They designed them.
We appreciate the hard work of
Yeah.
making our designs come to life. Okay. All right,
Yeah.
Charlie, tell us some more.
And so if you want to join us for this craft, you can go out and find a derby car kit or a cub car kit. I think Michael's maybe has some, or some other places that, like, if you have any Boy Scouts that you're friends with, they might know where to get some of these.
Or a scout shop. There's
Or
a
a scout shop.
in Calgary, Lethbridge, a bunch
Cool.
of different areas. So
Yeah.
I
Or
am
use
just
a block
learning
of wood
things.
from
Yeah.
somebody.
From your backyard.
Yeah.
From somebody's backyard.
Yeah.
Your backyard.
Yeah. Perfect.
And make your own. Or if you're like, I'm not leaving my house this weekend, which understandable, you can make your own cart, because we know how creative and crafty you all are. This is crafts after all. And so Jordan actually has made up a demo of a car that he used just from stuff in our craft shed and a pop can from his house.
So cool. What'd you use?
Kind of looks like a monster truck. I used pop can and some Dixie cups and a dowel. I got poked some holes through the pop can, and yeah, it looks like a pretty fun car. You could still paint it and make it look awesome.
Totally.
The wheels are like way bigger, and it's just awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
And so then other items that we scrounged up that you could use to make a car is you could use like a Kleenex box, probably an empty one, but like...
Go Rough Riders. Yeah. And I have an old shoe that I was just going to throw away, but I'm like, I could like add some sort of wheels to this and make a pretty fun shoe.
That's true. And so we have a little basket here that we pulled up of things that you could use to like, for, what are those things that hold your...
Like a little dowel.
Yeah.
Or like an axle.
An axle, that's what it's
Yeah.
called, as like the scientific. So we have some pipe cleaners. They're like iffy, but you can make it work.
Yeah, you could tie it in and around. Yeah,
That's
keep
true.
Your brains, you'll get
Keep
it.
your tires on. You can
This
use
is
a
just
straw.
a skewer from the kitchen. I think that's kind of what Jordan used.
For tires, you could, we actually have these like pre-made tires that are wooden in the craft shop.
So if you're heading to Michael's or even dollar stores are going to be great places to find some interesting and cheap and fun creative ways to find beads, things like that. Coffee lids,
Yeah.
spools of thread, already have that hole in the middle for you.
You could even have some sparkly beads. I don't think you can see them.
For a itty bitty little tiny car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But long story short, we want to see you guys make cars at home using all these different materials. You use your creativity, and we're excited to see what you guys are doing. But today, Charlie, we're talking derby cars, and we're talking more so how to, once you've made your car, how to paint your car, correct?
Exactly, that's right. And so it's not so much like new craft things, but more of techniques, like Jordan said. So like what kind of brush sizes maybe we're gonna use, how you're gonna get straight lines, or maybe some tracing. I don't even think we've grabbed pencils. That's okay. And just, we're also, you know, the three of us are gonna go down the line and we're gonna explain to you why we chose to design our cars the way we are, and a little bit of how we're gonna paint them so that you guys at home can figure out what would make a good car and how to paint a good car. So should I start?
Do it.
Okay, so here mine is. It's gonna be really fun. I actually used Lightning McQueen as an inspiration because I love the movie cars. They're just so good. And you know what Lightning McQueen says? He says he is speed. He is a precision instrument of speed and aerodynamics, which means that the wind's just gonna go right over and he's gonna go super fast like he does in the movies. And so I'm gonna do a base coat of red, and then I'm gonna have to add some very nice details, you know, like the lightning bolt on the side. I don't really care for the Rusty's logo. I know it's iconic, but I'm gonna put the Cars logo on the hood.
I like that. That'll be fun. I designed mine after what we call here at camp the Old Lodge Coffee Co. And Kimball and I run the coffee shop here for the staff at SABC, and so I have designed mine to look like the trailer. And so, you know, there might be, it's not as like speed machine as Lightning McQueen maybe, but it's got the power of partnership and caffeine. And so
Literal fuel.
And it would be the
Literal
caffeinated
fuel.
camping cowbells.
And because it's for the tribal melee, that was where I was feeling inspired, so that you campers joining our tribe will be ready to go. And so a few techniques that I will probably use is I'm going to paint a base coat of white because the trailer is white, and then I'm going to use some taping off to get some straight lines because we have a couple of sections of color with some teal, and I got some windows and doors to put on mine, so I'll probably use a ruler and pencil and kind of just make sure that everything is ratioed right, so it looks like it fits on the size of car that I've got. So that's a few of my details. Jordan, why don't you tell us about yours?
So my car has, well, actually, you know, your cars, like the fast ones, maybe not your cars, but the fast ones, they have spoilers on the back, right? The spoiler
Sassy
pushes
cars.
the car down. I don't know if it's sassy cars, but the spoiler pushes the car down, more downforce, giving you more traction, therefore more speed.
Really?
So I put 3 spoilers,
thought
one
they
at
were
the
just
front,
sassy.
one in the middle, one in the back, so that
Triple
as it's
sassy.
going, the air hits it, pushes it down to the track, making it heavier. Heavier things go faster. Down the track, that's what we're gonna do.
So
But
smart.
for my car, for painting, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do a base coat of orange because orange is a cool color, and I always paint my cars orange. And then I'm kind of going for like a flashy neon. We're gonna do some purple stripes, racing stripes right down the middle because racing stripes also make your car faster. And you know what? We'll see. I'm not too artistic with like just freehand, but maybe a beard will end up on here somewhere because that would be kind of fun.
Nice.
But yeah, so I think we should get started. And like we all said, an important thing to do: put your base coat and then let it dry before you start putting other things on, so that there won't be any missed spots. If you put a base coat, there won't be any missed. But if you try to like paint up to a line and then do other lines, there's a chance that you can miss it and it won't look as good. So we're gonna start with our base coats and then we'll come back once we start adding some more detail.
Yes.
Awesome.
So make sure you get your paintbrushes, your water,
Pencil, ruler, tape, things like that.
things to put your paint in, and let's get started on our cars.
So we are gonna start adding some more details to our cars. So Tonia and Charlie have started already adding some lines. Charlie is starting to do the eyes of Lightning McQueen. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this tape and I'm gonna add a racing stripe onto my car. So I'm gonna take the tape, and I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put about half of the tape on the car, half of it on the side, which should leave enough room right down the middle for a nice racing stripe. So push it down, try to keep it nice and straight all the way down my car. What do you guys do? What are some things that you guys are doing?
Well, because I have a couple of details on mine and I'm designing it after something else, I'm trying to keep it kind of as close to that as possible. So I need to add a big window in the middle where we serve our coffees, and then a couple of trailer windows, and then like an opening trailer door on the other side. So
You're using a ruler and a pencil.
using a ruler and a pencil and making some straight lines and kind of getting myself set up for where my paint needs to go. And people here are excited about my car.
What about you, Charlie?
So, the good and the bad of Lightning McQueen is there is nothing really bad about him other than the fact that there's a lot of details. So, I have like the eyes and the mouth, which is a good start. And like I told you earlier, I don't really like the Rusty's logo. It's a lot of small details, so I'm doing the Cars logo on the front, but it's gonna be really small, which means a lot of little details, which I'm gonna use a smaller brush for painting those details on. But right now I'm using a pencil. I'm just doing a rough pencil draft of what it will hopefully look like in the end. right, guys, we are gonna cut it off here just because everybody takes different amounts of time to do their painting, to do those things. So like Jordan, he's like ready to race
right.
as soon as he gets those wheels on.
Yeah, we got the bearded ladies and a beard.
Woo! And you know, some of us like Tonia and myself, little details will take a long time, which I would like to point out things like putting black around like your logos, your 95s, actually just makes it pop. And I even did a little white around the black on the 95 and it just makes it look so sharp, so good, like he came right out of the movie into my hands. And so if you want, take that time, put those little details in. But we're gonna end the video here and we can't wait to see pictures and videos of your cars and them racing each other. Woo!
Okay. Wow. Well, I think we learned a lot about baking and maybe some important ingredients to make sure that you put in your cookies this morning, right, guys?
Yeah, like soy sauce definitely fits in cookies is what I learned this morning. That
Wow, we're gonna need to redo that lesson, I think. Yeah. I don't
yummy
know.
cookie.
Jordan knows that the most important thing is love. And although my team put a lot of love in, I think there is something missing.
soy sauce.
Oh, probably.
Eggs, Charlie. Anyways, if you're, it's nice, it's good to follow recipes. It's helpful.
Yeah, but you know what? That tribal melee is super important because we are actually getting near the end of Camp4U. We only have 2 weeks left, which means we only have 3 more tribal melees left, which means we're getting close to someone raising up the Fort Cup. So it's really exciting. It's all coming so fast.
So fast. And if you guys haven't joined a Camp4U tribe yet, do it today. There's a link down below. It's free. It's easy. Go to our website. You can join any one of our 3 tribes. The big, beautiful, bountiful bearded ladies, up the creek without a paddle, and the caffeinated campy cowbells, because everyone wants more cowbell. And we need you to join our tribes. We're going to tell you why. Because for these next 2 weeks, every time one of our tribe members sends us a video with one of our cheers or sends us a message saying, hey, we're cheering for you, we will get 25 points for our final points.
That's so many points. If you
So
get like
many.
8 people cheering for a team, that's 200 points.
So fast you did math.
That can make a real difference, actually.
Real difference.
Coming down to that.
Yeah, we're excited. So get on a tribe, send us some messages.
Do it.
Do
right
it.
now.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who have been around a while and they know that they are on a team and are going to send us a message, because who doesn't love sending us cheering messages?
That's right.
We love messages.
We also know that you love doing challenges and have been doing the challenges that we asked you guys to do. And you know what? We have more challenges for you to do this week.
Absolutely. So we want to see your derby cars. So whether you painted a car, whether you made a car out of something creative and a bunch of stuff, made us a car, we want to see it. What did your painting look like? What did your car look like? What was it made of? How fast was it? We want to see it all.
Yeah, absolutely. And this week we're also doing another theme meal.
Yeah.
We're doing just like another classic. All classics. They're all my favorites. But we're doing wacky utensil meal. So just like how in the baking challenge, we didn't know exactly what we're baking with. We want you guys to pick random things to eat with. So it could be something like this flipper or this big measuring cup spoon.
Yeah. Or, it's a slotted spoon. Depends on what you have for supper. Or a spatula.
Or a whisk.
Woo! Or a ladle.
That's just so many random wacky utensils.
Yeah.
Could be a lot of fun.
It's true. And maybe you're going to do some baking, just like we just did some baking, but hopefully it goes a little better for you. Also send us videos and pictures of that, and we'll see you later.
Wait. We have big news.
Big news.
Bigger than this ladle?
Bigger than the ladle.
Whoa.
And bigger than his beard.
Doubt it.
I know, it's hard to believe. But on August 6th, we are doing a Get Camped event in Lethbridge. This Camp4U crew is coming for you, so there'll be way more details on Wednesday. See you later.